come and illustrate the expectations from the program from the Croatian perspective.
Buongiorno signore e signori, dobar dan dame I gospodo. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having invited me to this conference. I'm pleased to be here on behalf of the Ministry of Regional Development, the European Union funds of the Republic of Croatia, particularly at the moment before launching the first call for proposal of Interreg program Italy-Croatia, one of the most significant in the terms of financial allocation, but not only in the terms of allocation. Therefore, we regard the exchange of experiences between our two countries from previous platforms and also as an excellent opportunity to listen and to collect helpful suggestions. In the previous perspective of the cooperation between our two countries, we have achieved a great deal with supporting some valuable initiatives and projects. The emerging cross-border ties established within ADRIATIC platform, Southeast European and Mediterranean framework have resulted in many diverse collaboration networks spreading across the area and involving many local, regional, civil, business, academic stakeholders. And that is a solid base for the years ahead. However, cooperation models and joint initiatives have demonstrated some limits, especially to the creation of new jobs, creating critical mass for transfer technology and general visibility of the project financed. So in this program, enable exchange of knowledge and experiences, development of pilot actions, testing feasibility of new policies, products and services, and supporting investments, we have to make further efforts to fully exploit the potential of the instrument and financial allocation worth over 200 million financed by European Regional Development Fund. I will say we have to be more ambitious in approach to our cross-border cooperation. Let me just tell some basic facts about the Croatian part of program area. 7 Croatian, not 3 Adriatic counties and 1 not 3 continental county make eligible area on our side of this new CBC program. In terms of program population and surface, we are not so big. We represent 12% of population and 33% of surface area of the whole program territory. But out of the 6 largest Croatian cities, 4 are located in the coastal area, with 2 biggest being Split in Splitsko-Dalmatinska county with 178,000 inhabitants, and Rijeka, the biggest Croatian port in Primorsko-Goranska county on the north of Adriatic. Also, here is the city of Ploče, the second Croatian cargo port which I come from. We like to emphasize that Adriatic-Croatia represents the second biggest Mediterranean archipelago with 1,244 islands, islets and cliffs. Besides cultural, natural and historical heritage connecting strongly and deeply Italy and Croatia, very huge potential we find at 5 universities in Rijeka, Split, Zadar, Pula and Dubrovnik, all having research and development activities mostly focused on tourism, fisheries, natural and sea protection, food production, including mariculture, and it has to be widened. But despite rich cultural heritage, good geostrategic position with the deepest inland route to Central Europe on Croatian side of this program, increasing tourist interest for our countries and valuable joint initiatives in previous platforms, we have not still managed to reduce significant socio-economic disparities within this area. If we look at the results of basic SWOT analysis according to the Europe 2020 goals for smart, sustainable and inclusive growth, having in mind 4 priority axes of this program: blue innovation, safety and resilience, environment and cultural heritage, and maritime transport, we can emphasize for the whole program, but for Croatia especially. Some strengths, like tradition and experience in shipbuilding, protected areas, rich cultural heritage, good quality of air and water, good quality of water in relation to Mediterranean context, network for education organization including university, and good experience and long tradition of cooperation among local and regional governments in program area. But there are more weaknesses. Low level of competitiveness on international market, especially in traditional sectors. Low rate of GDP according to European Union average, but according to Italy too. A low rate of investment in research and development, also the number of patents. Weak cooperation of scientific and real sector, especially regarding small and medium enterprises. Dependence on the energy sources abroad, seasonality of tourism, inefficient and fragmented waste management system, traffic congestions in some parts of area caused by seasonal tourism flows. High unemployment rates in some parts of program area, youth as especially vulnerable unemployed group, and education system that doesn't match labor market needs. If we talk about opportunities, we can emphasize aquaculture and shellfishing farming as growing sectors, blue economy recognized by the European Union policies and strategies as a key sector, role of ICT in SME innovation, e-business growth, improved access to innovation in rural and remote areas, potential for joint management of coastal and marine resources, also in prevention of damage caused by natural disasters, and specialization of workforce for specific business niches in blue growth. At the end, the biggest threats would be lack of interest of entrepreneurs for research and development and innovations, continuous lack of investment in SMEs in innovation, growing trend of climate change effects and natural disasters, unfortunately, continuous lack of competitiveness of companies shipbuilding, lack of responsiveness of educational sector to change and modernization. So, as I said before, this is the biggest CBC program in which Croatia participates. One of the biggest European Union, and our expectations from it are big and begin with the need of decreasing socioeconomic disparities and not finish with it, of course. As a national authority for this one and 10 more cross-border, transnational, interregional programs in which the youngest member of the European Union, the Republic of Croatia, participates, Ministry of Regional Development and European Union funds expects visible increase in the level of competitiveness on international markets of small and medium enterprises, enhance of cooperation between the innovation players, high quality tourism through common characteristics of cultural heritage and natural resources, strengthening hinterland through coastal and tourism potentials, Adriatic basin calls for cross-border actions in the field of risk prevention and management, cooperation in vulnerable parts of program area, additional cooperation between ports, increasing intermodality, raising employment rate of the cooperation in the area, increase of specialization of the workforce in specific sectors in which the area has competitive advantages, brain circulation, of course. So, this program is expected to boost our cooperation in effective, visible and result-oriented way, but also to contribute to mainstream programs in our country and to make synergy with other, especially transnational programs. First, having that in mind, we would like to point the role and responsibility that this program has in its contribution to thematic objective of the mainstream program of the Republic of Croatia operating program competitiveness and cohesion. Those thematic objectives are first one, strengthening research, technological development and innovation. The fifth one, promoting climate change adaptation, risk prevention and management, preserving and protecting the environment and promoting resource efficiency, also promoting sustainable transport and removing bottlenecks in key network infrastructures. In achieving synergy with Mediterranean and Adrian priority axes, we want to emphasize some priority axes, promoting Mediterranean innovation capacities to develop smart and sustainable growth, fostering low carbon strategies and energy efficiency in specific Mediterranean territories, cities, islands, and remote areas, protecting and promoting Mediterranean natural and cultural resources, etc. If we translate those objectives in terms of national interest and cross-border values, this program, I hope, should finance activities which are aiming to deal with innovation and research, better cooperation between small and medium-sized enterprises, universities, balance between natural protection and economic growth, new tourism jobs, connection of coastal and inland areas, boosting of coastal agricultural industry, but also cross-sectoral connection between inland agricultural production, supply and coastal tourism, the management and sustainable development of the ports, innovative financial instruments to SMEs, better management of urban development in coastal areas, integrated coastal management, integrated management of UNESCO cities, protection and sustainable exploitation of natural resources, advancing blue growth by producing coordination tool for new policies. At the end, let me come back to a moment to our intention to make this new program more result-oriented. To achieve more results with significant impacts, we need true cooperation on all levels at disposal of program beneficiaries. It is about network, economy, civil society, academic sector, business, and to truly involve all these actors in cooperation, it is a very big challenge. We need broader scope of cooperation, but in a view of thematic concentration and clear implementation of investment priorities. So, we, Italian friends, Croats, managing authority, national authorities, beneficiaries, we are testing ground for Adriatic Ionian macro-region, for Mediterranean